all right
What
though.
was that?
It's all right though. We
What
gonna
was
get you
that?
right though. We gonna get you right one day. We gonna test your hands
We
out.
we
Me
we.
and Draymond. We gonna get your hands right one day.
Oh well, Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me learn some lessons from him.
All right.
That man, I can take a
Yeah, just
pointer.
one or two. All right, ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulties last time around. So the original episode 3 is just lost to the ethers of the internet, but we are back for episode 3 of Nah Fam. One more again. We back. It is your boy Ye Dub, the pod god, the pod tribal chief, the greatest of all time, if you will. And joining me as always is my guy, the homie, the always dapper. I almost called you the always dapper cheap clapper, but that'd have been too far, right? No, no, we're not doing that. All right. Tyre's in the building. Tyre, what's up, man? What's going on? You good?
Good
I saw you put
afternoon,
up the
Dub.
one like the honorary oos. I feel you. I feel you. No?
No. Like the tribal
Okay.
chief.
I mean,
No,
I'm your
sir.
tribal chief. You can be my honorary oos because you're not in the fan, but you fan. You feel me, fan?
Do you do all these catchphrases on your
Yes,
other shows?
absolutely. Of course.
And they allow
Oh,
this?
John's so annoyed with me. He's taking Monday off. It's okay.
It must be great to be boss. Let me stand in for that show. I got
Okay.
you.
I'm bet. I say no more. Say no more. We will discuss off mic after the show because we got a lot to discuss. It's a lot going on in the NFL,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Teams we thought wouldn't be undefeated are undefeated. Um, teams that guys that are struggling who weren't supposed to struggle. Tom Brady looked like he going through it. The Lions are on pace to set some of the craziest records I've ever seen. But we're not here to talk about them. Week 4 MVP so far. We're a quarter way through the season. I'm going with Jalen Hurts. He's got this team playing
Mm.
at a level that I didn't think they could get to. Like we knew the running game was going to be strong, but with the added ability of Jalen Hurts, his escapability, his connections with AJ Brown, who apparently they've been friends since like high school, which is beautiful to see. You know, young guys getting together and say, "Yo, let's go win these rings." If they were to win the ring, they're taking the foundation that Doug Peterson put there, and they're just running with it. So my vote for early MVP, I'm going with Jalen Hurts. What say you, sir?
I'm gonna have to say Micah
Okay.
Parsons. And Micah Parsons coming out of his draft was my favorite player. I wanted them to have some type of, I don't know, scandal on him or something so he can fall to my Cleveland Browns and him and Miles Garrett will run roughshod over the league. Didn't happen that way. Dallas ended up getting him. Fine young athlete. I think that Dallas's defense is carrying them to their undefeated start so far. And I think that's all due to Micah Parsons and of course him helping out the game with Diggs in the backfield. So I'm gonna go Micah Parsons. And I'm an old school guy like that where I do preach defense. So
So do
yes.
you think if like things stay the way they are, do you think he could win Defensive Player of the Year and MVP? Because it's not off. I don't think it's ever happened.
I think that your question was who would I
Yes.
pick and who is
Yes.
my MVP? My MVP is Micah Parsons. Number two, Nick Chubb,
Okay. But
but
I'm
Micah
asking the
Parsons number
question
one.
though. Do you think that? And no,
No,
never.
no, never,
Because
never,
since
ever, ever. They're gonna give it to you, Jalen Hurts. And honestly, before the unfortunate situation with Tua, he was my front runner for
Alabama
MVP.
quarterbacks is crazy. Like
I thought he was having
he
an
was,
amazing
he
run.
was. Now he just might want to retire because they
But
don't
yes,
bring
I do
backs.
agree with you here. Jalen Hurts is having a remarkable start of the season. I like to see it continue on because Devontae Smith is on my fantasy team, and I like to see what they do now that they have tape on this offense and how they're going to progress moving forward. So I would love to see Jalen Hurts get it. I think that it's about time these light skinned cats get some recognition for their abilities at
I
quarterback.
mean, we did all make a pact to make sure these light skinned cats never come back in style, but Jalen's doing his thing.
He's making it tough, ain't he?
He's doing his thing. But
I can't wait for Donovan McNabb to start hating
oh,
on him.
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
moment Donovan shows
yeah.
up to a game and Philly's cheering Jalen Hurts, he's like, man, what is this? and he's just gonna lose
The
it.
moment that they see him approaching one of Donovan's season records, and they ask Donovan for some some comment on Jalen Hurts, he's like, "Oh, back in my day, we used to really sack the quarterback, and I was blah, blah, blah."
Yeah,
If F Terrell Owens, he should have never said anything. But yeah,
all right. So not too much disagreements there. I mean, I think Micah's good. I just my hatred of the Cowboys will never let me pick a Cowboy to do anything positive.
they got blue and silver right? Got
No,
silver and blue. They did it right,
no,
didn't
they
they?
didn't. No,
They knew about this crazy thing
no.
called a
You see
television.
this. You see this. Honolulu blue and silver.
Yeah, I know you ain't wearing their jersey though.
The jersey's in the wash.
Why aren't
Jersey's
you
in the
wearing their
wash.
jersey?
It's in the wash.
Which jersey?
Calvin, come on.
You know, Calvin Johnson hasn't played in almost what
Calvin.
7 years,
I don't understand.
7, 8 years.
Sorry, I don't think you understand. My second child will be named Calvin. The first one will be named after me, of course, and then the options just go Calvin, Barry, Matthew, Grant, Jalen. So Calvin.
Oh, interesting segue, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I do have another child on the way, a son, and in the lost episode, Dub decided that my child should be named Aaron, and I said I already have a son named
But you
Aaron.
don't. You're not sonning me. No.
I do, I do, I
You
do.
got to see. You
Sorry,
got a
kid. Who's
secret
your
kid out
daddy?
there?
Who's
You
your
got a
daddy?
secret kid out there?
Yeah,
No.
you.
No,
Sorry, I'm gonna
we the
raise you
same
right,
age.
boy.
Not possible.
I'm gonna raise you
You could
right.
not on your best day during my worst year.
I adopted you. I adopted you. That one day I saw you walking in the sports management class. I showed you what it
Oh,
was. It's
okay.
okay. I show you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, Doug.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
See, and this is the type of crazy thing that gets people punched in the mouth. That's what happened to Jordan Poole. He got punched in the mouth.
Ooh. Good
This is what I
segue.
do. This is
Good
what I do.
segue.
First off, let's rate Draymond's hands from a scale to 1 to 10. I'm going to 20. Um,
Oh.
that was just getting stole on. That's a definition right there. They're gonna when they make dictionaries and like just video things, it's gonna say stole on, and they're just gonna have that video play one good time. How would you rate Draymond's hands as someone who does the UFC boxing thing with all his friends at the gym?
I don't do UFC boxing. I just do boxing at a gym that happens to be a UFC franchise. I'm going to rate that a 10. 10. Like the release, the form, the speed. I didn't know Draymond was
The
that
speed is
quick.
what got me.
Draymond don't move that fast on the basketball court.
Yeah, the speed is what got me. But also, I've known for a long time. You don't fuck with niggas from Saginaw, man. I've been there. Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there. So if you come out
And
of
can
that
we
city,
and can
you
we talk
gotta
about something that no one's really
yeah.
talking about? Can we talk about how he caressed Jordan Poole as he was getting to the ground? Like he knew he was gonna sleep him. He was like, boom, come here, come here,
Did
come here. I don't want you to hit your
did
head
he
all the
think
way.
Jordan's Poole's like chin was maybe a little bit stronger, and that's why he just kind of caressed him like, ooh, that wasn't supposed to hurt like that.
No, because I think he knew Jordan Poole's chin was weak, and he knew when he connect. Because you saw me, the follow through after the
Yeah,
connection was
that was
it was how it was boom
that was that hey don't that was that hey
boom
don't tell mom don't tell mom
boom
don't tell mom. Shh, you okay? You okay?
yeah,
You
yeah, come
okay?
come
You all
here,
right?
come here. Yeah, it was like shh,
Shh,
shh, shh, shh, shh.
shh. Be quiet. Be quiet.
But
But you
unfortunately for
shouldn't be talking
Draymond, mom
shit.
has a Ring camera that she released out to TMZ.
Yeah, shout out to that intern that just got paid. Paid. So back in your intern
Bag,
days,
bag.
what type of bag would they have had to give you for you to give up that footage?
Well, I was never an intern with video footage.
Say you were.
But if I were, they'd have to give me the Tom Brady deflate football guy bag in order to get hands on that one.
That's that's
That's a
that's
legendary
bad.
shot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a legendary shot. Like that's one of those. I wonder what Zeke and Lambert were doing to each other in the '80s with the Pistons type of shot. That's that type of shot. Like, hey, how many fights did they really get into? You know, Isaiah Thomas probably called Lambeer all types of white MF for crackers, this, that, and the other. And Lambeer was like, "That's why your mom lives in my old neighborhood. Your motherfucking this, that, and the
Well,
other, and blah
there
blah
is the
blah."
story of like the very last fight that kind of ended the bad boys of when Isaiah hit Lambeer so hard that he broke his hand. Like you gotta wonder, like, yo, how hard were they hitting each other back then? To break your hand on somebody's face is nuts. And
And to be 6 feet tall and do that to a 6'9" guy
he had to do like
and have that connect
he
the way
had to
it
do the
connected,
Ryu and Ken, the Shoryuken, the uppercut with the fire on it and shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
just to
to
reach him.
reach him, just to reach
Because
him,
Isaiah is 6 foot on a great day in heels.
just to reach him. We need footage of every practice fight there ever was.
Yeah.
Like we have all of Des Bryant's fights with the Cowboys when he's at practice. We have the Jordan Poole one. I want to see the Michael Jordan on Steve Kerr because I think that was just an all-time great punch. I want to see these things. I
So
want to see them.
out of the NBA fights we've seen, best NBA fight of all time in your opinion?
Chris Childs,
Damn
Kobe
it! I was
Bryant.
hoping we would disagree on this one. Ah, it's just
Because Chris just called him. Kobe was trying to. I'm Kobe Bryant. Who the hell are you? Are you Chris Childs? Or are you Charlie Ward? It's hard for us to even tell the difference. You both are point guards for the Knicks. Back away from me, you bum. And Chris was like bop bop. And Kobe didn't even.
Kobe didn't know what hit him. He didn't know what hit him. Ah,
Yeah, like Kobe was like, what the fuck?
all right. So we
Yeah, so I would
Kobe,
go with that
Chris
one.
Childs. And then we got Shaq and Barkley as well.
Shaq and Barkley getting low real quick on Shaq. We have the Heat versus the
Yeah, how about that?
Knicks.
That's a good one. The Pacers versus the city of Auburn Hills.
Everybody.
Yeah, they won
The Pistons versus
the entire
versus
league. Yeah, they
everybody.
fighting everybody in the 80s. I mean, I appreciate it. We're gonna win the game. We're gonna
So
win the fight.
the Pacers versus the Auburn Hills fans is probably up there. It's just that we all knew what was going to happen if any of those fans got on the court. They get sleep.
Yeah. Still, my favorite.
Steven Jackson will
My
sleep
favorite
you.
punch of
Jermaine O'Neal
that
will
was
sleep
the
you.
Jermaine O'Neal sliding punch.
Yeah,
Sliding on a beer and still sleep somebody. Man, it's like
yeah. What are you doing on the court?
second best sliding move of all time behind the rock sliding people's elbow.
Are we going to be in agreement? We need to go back to our lost episode and find that one where we disagreed on everything because this is too peaceful.
Hey man,
This is too peaceful.
It's all right. I mean,
This is too
sometimes you're
peaceful.
just wrong.
It was real tense that last episode, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you.
Okay, because you were wrong a lot. Yeah,
It got
because
heated.
you were wrong a lot. It's totally okay.
You know, Dub does have control of this whole thing, and the reason why you'll never see the episode is because I was putting him in school.
So here's the thing.
He owes me Sally Mae
Here's
money.
the thing, what you don't understand. I could upload what we had, and it's just you talking. My video is just dead.
Exactly, because his internet disconnected.
Hey man, I don't control Spectrum. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Can we say their name? Do we need to timestamp this?
What? I'll call them out. Yeah, I paid them money
Okay.
to have good internet, and it fucked up.
Spectrum, if you want to pay for an ad and we can like kind of forgive and
Yeah,
forget.
if y'all want to shoot us some ad money,
Go take
I
the
will
money.
delete that entire part out 100%.
And they give us the high quality of the internet too, so that when I'm schooling Dub on the internet, the quality will be presented by Spectrum.
Boom, there it is.
Spectrum, are you connected?
So you a good pitch man. You a good pitch man. All right.
I do this.
We're gonna expand your
role.
role in the organization. Yes. You're gonna be a pitcher man. But speaking of pitching, you know who can't pitch the ball anymore? Russell Wilson. His throws looked awful in all of Thursday Night Football. And I ask you this: was that the worst primetime game you've ever seen?
That is a great question, and that was not on the call sheet.
It is not.
But yes, that may have been the worst game. Someone put up a stat on Twitter that said that Jeff Bezos paid $13 million,
Billion,
$13
yeah.
billion for $1 billion for 11 seasons of Thursday Night Football. That's 15 games a year. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Bezos paid $78 million to see the Colts take on the Broncos that night. And it was a waste of money. You saw the worst primetime game ever. And I've seen you know what? That may have been the worst football game ever. Because I've seen games in the snow that seemed more intriguing where it was a punt off and the punters got their stats off of kicking it within the 5 yard line, just getting field position. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we may have seen the worst
I
football
mean, yeah,
game
as
ever.
Big Ten fans, we've watched a lot of Iowa football. And if you want to talk about NFL offenses, Iowa has one this year and in years past.
Yeah,
But what happened on
for
Thursday
sure.
night, god awful. But
It was
and
bad.
I mean, you know what? But in that game, I'll tell you this: kudos to Russell Wilson for making the Broncos believe he was worth another $200 million.
Brothers got to
Finesse
get
king,
paid.
finesse king, but he's not holding together well towards the end. Who's having a worse get worse with aging? Aging like
Well, before we go to
okay,
that,
okay,
subject, can I
you
just
sure
bring
can.
one thing? Don't the owners of Walmart own the
They sure
Broncos
do.
now? Ladies and gentlemen, when you spend money on your great value products and you're saving those rollback savings at Walmart, keep in mind it's paying for Russell Wilson's arm. And that's what you're seeing out there. Might want to start going to Target. I know I am. Target, because it's accurate.
Oh, this guy's good, guys. This guy's good. But all right, who's aging worse? Who's aging worse like moldy bread? Is it Russell Wilson or is it Russell Westbrook? The floor is yours.
I'm gonna say Wilson. I'm gonna say Wilson because Russell is gonna always be Russell Westbrook. Like Westbrook was like this his first year in the NBA. He's never really changed. You have to make a system around him in order for him to be effective. He hasn't lost that much athleticism. He never was a great shooter. It's just that now he's getting exposed for not being able to control the ball like that with another control hawk, such as LeBron James on the floor, with Anthony Davis being in there for the 10 games of the season, for
Anthony
all
Davis
those
said he's
different
gonna play
things.
all
So
82
I'm
this
going to
year. What you
say
talking
that
about?
for all 10 games that Anthony Davis will play this year, and hopefully 5 of them are playoff games, Russell's still athletic. He's still talented. It's just that he's not a technically savvy basketball player. I'm calling it. It is what it is. It's okay. He's made millions of dollars. He had a great Jordan deal. He had a cool run where his little clothes and everything came out. And he has the heart of a
Oh yeah.
lion. Like that's one thing I will give Russ. He has the heart of a lion. Russell Wilson's more so his skills have diminished it seems like over the years. The offense isn't really connecting with him. Um, we're starting to hate on his relationship for no reason now. Everybody in the Broncos locker room is probably playing Future's greatest hits in front of them. The owner's even coming downstairs with the dirty Sprite 2 shirts. It's getting kind of shaky for Russ, and we got to call it now. I think that Russell's best years are behind him, and the fact that his skill set is not good for a 5'8" guy, and the fact that he's not the same quick guy he used to be is starting to get exposed. And I feel bad for him because he seems like a good dude.
So I'm gonna go with Westbrook, um, because I think the thing with Wilson is as his skills are diminishing, he's still good up here. He's still good up here, and I think you can put some things together, some screens, some stuff outside the numbers since he can't see over linemen to get it in the middle of the field and roll them out a little bit to, have something passable. It's not going to be good, It'll be passable. Westbrook, from the way he played basketball all the way through, he was never good up here. He was always the guy taking the bad shot, always the guy saying, I'm going to drive the lane. And now he misses the bad shot more than ever now because he was never a good shooter. Now he's one of the worst shooters of all time. And his athleticism is starting to leave him just enough to where he gets to the free throw line and he can't make free throws either. And again, still not good up here. I'm going Westbrook. Man, I just as much as I love to see LeBron struggle, it gets bad watching Westbrook out there. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish that on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show has just gotten good.
Yes, sir.
Doug, so you're telling me that Russell Wilson. Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this. When's the last time you've been around an NFL offensive or defensive lineman?
I never.
So it's fair to say you don't know how big these men
Oh,
really are.
I have an idea.
These guys are 6'7", 6'5" to
Yeah.
6'8" on average. 300 pounds. Russell Wilson is 5'9" with cleats on.
Yep.
When your skill set is gone and you don't have the athleticism that you once had, I don't care what you have up here. You've got to see over a guy that's towering over you like this. Pardon me, I'm not going to let my butt look crazy like
That's
that.
why. That's why
You're
I
gonna
said
see,
like he
look at
can.
my dipset box. Look at my dipset box.
That's why I said
Look at my
he can
dipset
design some
box.
things where he can throw outside of the pocket, shorter passes, screens, and things of that nature, hooks and things like that.
And what do you think is going to happen when teams realize that?
That's not my job.
As soon as they start making that work for a game or maybe two,
Then they adjust. They figure
he's
it
not
out.
as quick as he used to be. No, it's not figure it out with a guy that size. You can figure it out with a Tom Brady. You can figure it out with a Matt Stafford, which we saw happen when he left the Lions to an actually talented
Okay,
team in
calm down.
LA.
Calm down.
Like you can see somebody of that skill set change. You are what you are, and it's gonna be shown. Why do you think that all the Seattle Seahawks players kind of never gave Russ the
Because they
respect he
didn't like him because
deserved?
he's phony.
Because they
They
knew
just
beast
didn't.
mode
They just
carried that
didn't like
team.
that dude.
No, they didn't respect.
I
Come
think they
on,
just
man.
didn't like that dude.
We've seen teams full of goons respect the white quarterback just because he can
But
play.
also because he's not phony.
You see Tom Brady getting mad love from a lot of dudes down
Because
in
Tom
Tampa
Brady ain't
Bay.
phony. Russell Westbrook is phony according to everybody who doesn't like him.
Wilson,
Wilson, I'm
Russell
sorry.
Wilson.
Yes. Westbrook's just bad at basketball now. Very bad.
Wilson's not phony. He's corny.
Mm,
And that's what they don't like about him.
mm,
Nobody likes the corny black guy. They like the corny white boy because they just expect him to be corny. Nobody likes a corny black
I
guy.
don't know. I don't know.
There's no corny black guys in the movies that we just love. There's a lot of corny white boys. Remember that movie with Steve Martin and Queen Latifah, and everybody just loved Steve Martin all of a sudden in the
Never
black
watched it, but
community?
okay. I don't. Yeah.
But they loved him all throughout that
I mean,
movie
I'm not. I
because he
don't.
did white boy
I don't
stuff.
know for a fact that Russell Wilson is phony. I'm just letting you know that the reason those guys don't like him is they say he's phony. And
I
then
don't
that,
think he's phony. I just think
and
he's
then that was the
corny.
reason that they say the white people in Seattle didn't like him either because they don't like phony black people either. It's a weird thing about white folk.
No, white people just don't like black people.
Well, all that work to get sponsors is out the window now, ladies and gentlemen.
I think white people know that white people don't like black people.
Jesus Christ. You went there, huh? You just went there, huh?
You can edit it out.
Yeah.
It
Thank you for
is
making
what
my
it
job
is.
harder. Thank you. So you still sticking with Wilson? I didn't convince you that Westbrook is the worst of the Russells.
Dub, you couldn't convince me that Wilson was the worst of the Russes as much as you can convince me that that chain isn't made of Campbell's soup cans.
Stop it. Stop it. You see the shine. You see how the light shine off of it. Stop it.
Good.
Stop it.
Need
Even
some chicken noodle soup.
even
Gonna get a gold one next
all
year.
them fake Jordans behind you talking about my chain.
Man, my wife would love that statement
You
because the
bet.
money I pay for them off of Foot Locker and all that, she would be like so happy.
Yeah, you was definitely
She wishes these were
you was
fake.
definitely in Chinatown, just getting all the fakes. I feel you though. I feel you though. Fake it till you make it, kid.
She wishes that.
Fake it
The joke's
till
on
you
you,
make
buddy.
it,
There's
kid.
no Chinatown in Cleveland.
Oh, I mean, you took a flight to New York. I get it.
I am not flying to New York. That city's way too fast paced for me. I like walking slow.
Yeah, I know. I saw your hands in your boxing videos. Definitely slow. Definitely slow.
Faster than your metabolism.
You're not gonna win nothing calling me a fat nigga. I've been a fat nigga for a long time, sir.
You're not gonna win nothing by saying I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I'm a lover, Dub. I love everything but you.
That's cool. In the words of the great Kanye West, all that hate I feed off of, keep it up. Huh. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 3 of Naw Fam. We have agreed a little too much this time around. Next time we're gonna come with, a little bit spicier takes. Talk to Tyre about how much he loves the honorary Uce Sami Zayn. Um, you know,
Wait, didn't we have another take?
no, that was it, sir.
We'll
We'll
save it
save
for
it
the
for the
next
next
episode.
episode. Don't worry. Yeah. But anyways, next week, maybe not next week, maybe in a couple weeks, to talk about how much Tyre loves the honorary Uce Sami Zayn and how the Lions have the greatest offense of all time, even though their defense is awful. And yeah, you want
We can finally talk about how Jared Goff figures out what a press cover 2 is, and he completes a couple of cheap passes for some touchdowns. Yeah, that's really gonna
yep,
draw him
yep,
in.
you got it, you got it. Tyre, tell people where to find you on the social medias, and let's get up out of here.
I don't know what social media is. I don't own social media. The only person I'm social with is the producer, owner, and creator and curator of the show, Mr. Dub. So I don't have any social media channels or followings. But feel free to watch me every week on All Fam as long as we
Boom, there
record.
it is, there it is. And ladies, if y'all looking for Tyre, hit my DMs, and I will give you his DMs. Yeah, he's got some sort of ring on. I don't know. You know, I've heard that rings don't block holes, and just because there's a goal, you don't mean you can't score. But if you guys are looking for me, every Tuesday, Embrace the Turn Up, we might have Tare on there as a guest this week. And every Friday, new episodes of Let Me Book the Territory, the greatest wrestling podcast of all time, with my boy E-Ray and my homie B-A and my homie J-Mo. Might get Tare on there too, because we got to convince him that the honorary Uce is the best thing in wrestling. Until next time,
You
guys.
got a lot of nicknames.
No, the honorary Uce, that's Sami Zayn. You forget?
No, I'm talking about all your homies on the Let Me Book the Territory.
Hey, I mean, nicknames are the thing, man. You got to get one. Don't worry, we'll come up.
I
Lil
will.
T, how about Lil T? Pint
Bigger
size
than you.
player, how about that? No, nothing. We'll workshop it. Until next time, guys. We are out of here.